Let me start with something that genuinely made me question whether I was watching a toy or a real racing drone. The Hubsan H123D X4 Jet is built for speed, and it does not hold back. At 90 km per hour, this thing cuts through the air like something that belongs on a professional racing circuit, not in your backyard. The carbon fiber protective layer gives it the structural rigidity to handle crashes at those speeds without falling apart, which matters because at 25 meters per second, mistakes happen fast. The onboard camera streams real-time 720 pixel footage directly to your controller screen, so you always have a live view of exactly where it is heading. A 100-meter range gives you serious room to open it up, and with 10 minutes of flight time, every single second feels worth it. The 360 rolls and flips just make the whole experience even more addictive. At $175, this is serious performance at a price that actually makes sense. Now here is one that made me smile the moment I understood what it actually does. The PowerUp FPV takes a paper airplane that you fold yourself with your own hands and turns it into a live streaming drone you can pilot with your head. The flight module attaches to the plane, connects to an app on your phone, and suddenly you are looking through your airplane's eyes in real time. The augmented reality mode lets you tilt your head to steer, which sounds gimmicky until you actually try it and realize how immersive it genuinely feels. The structure is notably solid for what is essentially paper and a small electronics module, and the whole setup costs around $110. It is one of those products that takes something from childhood and quietly turns it into something that feels like the future. Every flight feels like a small miracle. Speaking of capturing moments from above, the AirPix was designed for people who want aerial photography without the complexity of a full-size drone. This $100 machine packs a 12-megapixel camera capable of recording full 1080p video, and the autofly mode keeps it stable in the air completely on its own while you focus purely on the shot. No selfie stick needed, no tripod, no assistant holding anything. The 8 GB of built-in memory stores everything directly on the device. The flight range of 18.2 meters keeps it close enough for precise framing. And just over 6 minutes of flight time is enough to capture everything you need in a single session. For content creators who want overhead shots without a heavy investment, the AirPix delivers that capability in a package that fits in your jacket pocket. From photography back to pure fun, the Estes Proto X holds a record that still impresses me every time I mention it. This is one of the smallest drones ever made, and at just 11.5 grams and 4.5 centimeters wide, you could genuinely mistake it for a large insect hovering across the room. The built-in LEDs make it visible in low light conditions and add a cool visual element during evening flying sessions indoors. The integrated gyro sensor handles stability automatically, which means even first-time flyers can keep it in the air without panicking. 10 to 15 minutes of flight time is generous for something this tiny, and a 30-minute charge time means you are back in the air quickly. At just $40, the Proto X proves that the best experiences do not always come in big packages. Right alongside it, in the tiny drone category, the SKEYE Nano 2 from TRND Labs takes things a step further by adding a camera to the equation. At 17 grams and 4 centimeters wide, this drone weighs almost nothing, yet it carries a 2-megapixel camera capable of 1280 by 720 resolution video. Smartphone app control keeps things simple and accessible, and the built-in LEDs help you track orientation during flight. It rises to 50 meters, which gives you genuinely useful altitude for capturing outdoor footage from a fresh perspective. The trick performing capability adds entertainment value beyond pure photography. Starting at $60, the SKEYE Nano 2 is the kind of gadget you show someone and watch their expression shift from skepticism to genuine amazement within about 30 seconds of seeing it fly. Now here is something that takes a completely different visual approach. The UDIRC U845 is a saucer-shaped hexacopter that looks like it flew straight out of a science fiction film. 6 rotors arranged around a circular chassis give it an alien-inspired silhouette that turns heads wherever it gets launched. The 2-megapixel 1280 by 720 camera captures solid footage for a $45 machine, and the bright LED backlight makes nighttime flights genuinely spectacular to watch from the ground. 6-axis flight stabilization keeps it controlled and steady even for pilots who are still learning the basics. 6 to 9 minutes of flight time per charge gives you enough air time to enjoy multiple passes over your location. This is the drone you bring out, specifically because you want people to stop and stare before the flying even begins. Switching from air to water, the JJRC S4 is a first-person view RC boat that brings drone-style exploration to rivers, lakes, and pools. Priced at $65, it is equipped with a camera for live FPV footage, making every session feel like you are navigating the water from the perspective of the boat itself. The capsize recovery feature means flipping over is not the end of the run. The S4 rights itself and keeps going. VR glasses compatibility takes the immersion even further when you want the full experience. A maximum speed of 20 to 25 km per hour across the water is genuinely exciting. The 150-meter control range gives you plenty of room to explore, and 7 minutes of runtime per charge is enough for a satisfying session out on the water. For something at the opposite end of the price spectrum that still packs real features, the TR6RC is a $25 micro drone measuring just 7 cm wide and 3 cm tall. 3 flight modes make it accessible to kids trying it for the first time and genuinely entertaining for experienced pilots who want something compact to fly indoors. The built-in camera adds a bonus recording capability that you genuinely do not expect at this price point. A maximum flight height of 3 meters and 15-meter range keeps it manageable in tight indoor spaces like living rooms and hallways. For parents looking for a first drone to introduce to a younger child, or for anyone who just wants an inexpensive little flyer to keep at the office desk, the TR6RC covers that need completely. Saving the most versatile gadget for last, the Pitta is genuinely in a category of its own. This $270 modular camera weighs under 200 grams and transforms between 3 completely different devices depending on what you need from it at any given moment. Set it up as a Wi-Fi surveillance camera to monitor your home remotely. Switch it to action camera mode for burst photography and slow-motion video during outdoor adventures, or deploy it as a drone that stays airborne for up to 15 minutes, tracks moving objects automatically, and holds position perfectly while filming. 3 completely different capabilities packed into one lightweight device that fits in a coat pocket. The Pitta is for the person who wants everything without carrying everything, and it delivers on that promise in a way that genuinely impresses every single time you use it.